Oh. Can you hear him? Are you feeling festive? I don't know if that sounds very good, doing it like that. Hopefully it sounds great. Maybe it distorts a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, hello everybody. Magic Monday live. And it's one of those ones that we do because it's the end of term. It's the end of term. So we're going to have a bit of fun. And I've done this twice before, and both times it's been very interesting. Very interesting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to not do one of those Ask Me Anythings, because that's a bit easy, isn't it? Instead, I'm going to do I will answer any question that you have, right? And if I can't answer, then I will send you a book as a gift. That's what I'm going to do. And or alternatively, you can ask me to talk about any subject for 1 minute, and I will talk about that subject for 1 minute. So now that we're here, hello everybody. Lovely to see some people. Let me just pause that. I've also got some of these set up just in case we need them. Listen to this. Can't really play it for very long because, of course, Facebook will blank it out. Can't believe that they do that. Or stuff like this is the other classic. Oh, yes. And finally, just because you just can't beat the start. Oh, yes. Right, so here we go. I am going to talk about any particular subject for 1 minute or answer any question that you may have. That is what my guarantee is for you. So let's have a little look and see who's here and see if we get the first question. So somebody loves the jumper. Thank you. Ian. Happy Christmas from Edinburgh. Ian, we were sending you huge love at the end of last week, and hope that everything went as well as can be expected on Friday for you. And there's Steve. Hello, Steve. Jingle bells, yes. I have to get some for Success Sundays. Every Success Sunday, just get jingle bells. Why not? Happy Monday. First time live for a while. Hello, welcome. If you want your name to come up, then if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, it will let your name come up, which is great. Hello, here's Matt in the land of smiles in Thailand. Hope you're going to ask questions here. There's Sharon saying happy Monday. Can you talk about the menopause? Yes, I can. Right, 1 minute from now, the menopause. So the menopause is something that doesn't really affect men, and aren't men very, very fortunate because of that? Because undoubtedly, it is a huge, huge thing. However, there seems to be a lot more conversation about it now. In the past, people wouldn't have talked about the menopause. Particularly men would have felt uncomfortable talking about the menopause. But now I think we're in a place where people will talk about it. And one of the things that I've discovered is the number of women who the menopause affects is absolutely huge. Much, much higher than I ever thought. A very good friend of mine, some people might know her, Davina McCall, is really passionate about getting people to talk about the menopause, and she did a fantastic TV program about it. And I also have a friend who is writing a book at the moment called The Menopause Kitchen, because she believes that you can help your menopausal challenges with a diet, with the food that you eat. So the question was, could I talk about the menopause for 1 minute? And I have done it now. One down. All right, here we go. Next question. Please talk about how you can improve Santa's customer service. Okay, Santa's customer service starting now. So the first thing about customer service is that you have to start with the right intent. So now Santa has the right intent. I have no doubt at all about that. But do the people around him? And I think it's one of these things that obviously he has to delegate. And as soon as people start to delegate, then the service levels do start to drop. Now, because he uses a whole system of things, such as Parcel Force, right now, I'm having a bit of bother with Parcel Force. Here's my particular people I've been talking to. There's all the different ones I've talked to. That's my tracking. Something's gone missing, but they're working on it. Now, what Santa could also do is he could probably listen to feedback. At the moment, it's quite difficult to get a hold of Santa. But if he had a method where he really did want to listen, and then it wasn't just one of those things where you just give them a score out of 5, there was someone there to have a conversation, and they were to ask, what do you really want to get from your Santa experience? I'm sure, excuse me, that his level of customer service would start to improve dramatically. That's 1 minute on Santa improving his customer service. Okay, next one. Good morning from a foggy Wheatley today. It's sponsored by Booster Massive Headache. Not complaining, grateful. We are very lucky. Yes, we are. Dean Coulson. Good afternoon, Mr. H. Digging the jumper. Thank you very much, Dean. I am digging the jumper too. Hello. Merry Christmas. Hello. Victoria Wilson. Hello from Doncaster. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Vic. Question. Name 17 items that could go on a Christmas dinner plate and do it in 1 minute. Okay, well, there's 2 questions in there. You got a question and you've also got the one, but let's do it. Let's see if we can do that. So 17 items that go on a Christmas dinner plate. Well, first one, turkey, obviously. Then you've got sage and onion stuffing. You've got the stuffing that has the gingery bits in. What's it called? Gingerbread stuffing. Yes, that's the one. Then you've got the fruity stuffing, that fruity one, which I can't quite remember the name of, so we'll maybe not count that one. Sprouts, obviously sprouts. Then you can have mashed potato, and you can have roast potatoes, dauphinoise potatoes. Then you, of course, Yorkshire puddings. You have to have Yorkshire puddings. Some people don't want to do Yorkshire puddings, but it's a must. Gravy, cabbage, carrots. Nice to have carrots in there. A little bit of pancetta in with your sprouts. So that I'll count that as another one. So we're up to 12 there. What else? Something else that go on a Christmas dinner plate. Your knife and your fork go on the Christmas dinner plate. Salt, pepper. 17. Thank you. Good stuff. Thank you, Sharon. I did talk about that for a minute. That was good. Diane here from Finchampstead. How lovely to see you from Finchampstead. Share some sunshine. I would, yes. I know that's people talking to Matt, aren't they? Want to send over the. Good morning from Panama, Simon. That is cool. What a cool place to be dialing in from. How is it over there? Please, Matthew Bird. Hi, happy Christmas from West Lancashire. Remember, any question, and if it's not a question, I will talk about any subject. So I will answer any question, and I will talk about any subject. Okay. Davina's documentary was amazing. I learned so much. It was absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. What am I saying thank you for? I didn't have anything to do with it. Good afternoon from Brentwood. That is Keith. What's your worst Christmas present received? I can answer that one. So, my grandfather remarried a lady called Olive, and Olive became pretty legendary for bad Christmas gifts. So I will give you an example. She, for our son Michael, she gave him a really very, very unusual bar of chocolate, which was gone all white, and she wrapped it up, and then she wrote "To David" on it, which was quite interesting. And that same year, Christine and I, between us, got a box of tissues. Brilliant. Thanks, Matt. What was yours? A pal of mine who used to work for them affectionately called it parcel farce. Oh, don't. It's still missing. So it's got a family's Christmas gifts in, and they've lost it somewhere. It's in the system. It was a paid for guaranteed next day delivery last Monday. It should have been there on Tuesday. Wendy from London tuning in. Michael, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hello. Hi, Wendy. Brett, 15.5 million menopausal women in the UK. Wow. Surprised me just how much they're ignored by brands, though. That's a very good point, Brett. Thank you. Explain the Duckworth-Lewis method, please, to someone who hates cricket. Okay, well, let's do that. So the Duckworth-Lewis method is a technique of making sure that the person who is bowling is able to get the other person and get them out. That's obviously what you want to do during a game of cricket. But the brilliant thing about the Duckworth-Lewis method is that Duckworth, the person who was the bowler, used to use somebody called Lewis, who was just out of sight of the batsman. And the Lewis person would do a special code that would say where he had his hands on the bat, so he would know how to bowl in a particular way. So Duckworth and Lewis had this method for years and years and years, and people didn't know how they were doing it. It was kind of, how does he just know? How does he know? Because he can't see the person who's batting straight on. So he has to do it he has to be getting some kind of thing. And it was Lewis was doing the special thing with his fingers, and he was showing him how he was holding the bat so he would know to bowl it in a particular way. So he would have to hit the ball in a certain way. And when he hit the ball in a certain way, he was much more likely to be caught out. So that is a simple, now that's a simple method, obviously, because it's to somebody who hates cricket. And I would say that maybe the next time that you're watching cricket and you hate it, don't think about the match. Look for somebody using the Duckworth-Lewis method. There we go. Ham. Is that what I meant to talk about? I'm not sure if that's what it is. If so, let me know if you want me to talk about ham. Question: tell us about the history of the Christmas tree. Okay, so the history of the Christmas tree is where you have a tree and it's decorated and people use it to celebrate Christmas tree. And it's probably one of those things where people think they know the history, but the true history of it is that one day a bloke hadn't got anything for his wife for Christmas, and he was desperate, absolutely desperate, did not know what to do, and thought, I know what I'll do. I'll just get a tree from the garden and I'll bring it in and I'll put some candles on it to make it look nice as a special surprise for my wife. And he thought he was going to get it in the neck because he hadn't remembered anything for Christmas. But the good news was she loved it, and all of our friends came round. And next year, the neighbours all did the same thing, and the whole bit just spread. There we go. That's the history of the Christmas tree, Donald. Joining late from Devon, one finger typing. Now, joining late from Devon. Who is this? Right, okay. Oops, dead arm as a result of booster. All right, okay, got it. 3 stuffings, 3 types of potatoes, knife and fork. Don't really go on the plate, but hey ho, it's good. What do you mean that was a perfect? I answered the question, Steve, and I won. Sending good parcel vibes. It will happen. Of course it will. My worst present received was a jigsaw, 1,500 pieces from an auction. It had 14,014 pieces and missing most of the edges. I was 8 years old. And it scarred Matt, definitely. Okay. Can you name 17 Christmas records in a minute? Okay, no. I mean, I could. I probably could. Should I have a go at it anyway? Yeah, I'm going to have a go at this. So, in a minute, Step Into Christmas by Elton John, Merry Christmas by Slade, The Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York, Greg Lake, the I Believe in Father Christmas, Chris Rea, Driving Home for Christmas, Bing Crosby is White Christmas, Andy Williams is The Most Wonderful Time of the Year, The Waitress's Christmas Wrapping, Mariah Carey is the All I Want for Christmas, Wham! Last Christmas. Then we've got I've read my 10 off my Christmas intros game. Gary, right? How much time have I got? I've got another couple of minutes I haven't got a couple of minutes. I'm looking for inspiration now. See if I can find somewhere where I've got a Christmas CD. Okay, what else is there? There's Merry Christmas, War is Over. The John Lennon. There's The Pipes of Peace. Cliff Richard, Mistletoe and Wine. Cliff Richard's other one about Christmas. Then there's so the answer is no, I can't name 17 Christmas records in a minute, Gary. But good question. Thank you. Oh no. Duckworth, convincible bollocks. Yes, it is. Absolutely. But Duckworth, although his thing was convincible bollocks, ham should be on your plate for Christmas dinner. That's a ham on the plate. That's what that was about. Okay. Christmas dinner this year having onion rings. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, keep going. Can you talk about your thoughts on Boris Johnson for a minute? Probably can. Yeah, here we go. Starting now. So Boris Johnson is one of those people who has managed to get the population to believe initially in him and then seems to have lost the plot a little bit. Not a little bit, kind of quite a lot. And the reason why, and it always happens, is that he's told too many porky pies. And so this is not about politics at all now. This is just about the person, about the individual. And when you keep lying, unless you are a Trump who can just lie, and do it absolutely convincingly to his supporters and absolutely convincingly so that he probably believes his own lies, then great. But what's happened with Boris Johnson is that he isn't convincing with his lies anymore. And everybody just kind of sees through him. And rather than kind of going, oh, you know what, we were wrong, which you can't do as a politician. I understand that. He has just kept going with the whole thing. And now we're in a situation where nobody trusts the leader. Thank you. Right. Okay. Happy Christmas, Michael. Thank you very much. Wham. Thank you. Wham. A couple more. Shaken Stevens, that was a good one. Should have remembered that. Good afternoon from the M6. I'm a passenger, so I'm safe to message you. Close, but no cigar. Good effort. I know it was a good, but remember my answer was, can you? And I said no. So I did get the answer correct. Jumping knitted by my nan with arms long enough for a orangutan, but a body fat too short. Far too short, that's probably going to be, although it could be a fat body as well. Right, okay, so I think I'm done, unless anybody has any final questions that they want to ask or anything they want me to talk about for 1 minute. Well done, by the way, for mixing them together a little bit, getting me to do something and answer a question and do it for a minute. That was quite smart. But if there's any final ones about to come in, right, what I'm going to do is I am going to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope that you have the best time. And those people who have got to work, and then we feel for you, and people who have lost somebody this year, we want you to obviously know that you're in our hearts. Anybody who's managed to achieve something this year during this bizarre time, again, well done, congratulations, you're amazing. Everybody's doing their best, remember that, especially over Christmas time. Everyone's doing their best to get on. Everyone's doing their best to try and do the something for their families and for their friends. And what I would like to say is that you are fabulous for tuning in today for my last Magic Monday of 2021. But I will be back in 2022, and I will see you on the second Monday in January, not the first one, because I'm not working that day. And this is work, this is my job. Can you believe it? It's my job. So yes. Oh, a final question. Here we go. What can I buy my mother-in-law for Christmas? You know what? You could buy her anything, because if you are the type of person who buys something and just make sure it's beautifully wrapped and presented with love, you're going to be fine. But an Alexa is pretty good. One of those Amazon dots. As a thought. Right, so nice Christmas messages. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everybody, from Matt. Happy Christmas, everybody. Be blessed. Be a blessing. Be brilliant. Thank you, Donald. Oh, man. You'll have a busy day. You'll be working Christmas. I'm pretty certain about that. Merry Christmas, Michael, Christine, and everybody, and How to Be Brilliant. Thank you very much. Love your jumper. Thank you. And all the best, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Peace. Thank you very much, Gary. KC, hope 2022 is better. It is what it's going to be, KC. Let's make it better. All the best. Thank you very much, David. Thank you, Michael Apple Pro, for your inspiration throughout 2021. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you very much. And you, Bruce. I'm not even going to go there. Right. Thanks very much, everybody. And I will play a bit of this and see if we're going to get cut off. Might as well give it a go. Should we just give it a go and see if we can play it? There we are. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Merry Christmas. Bye.